Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with an update to the Day 1 severe weather outlook. For the most part, everything's remained the same with, the outlook for a large part. There have been a few tweaks and upgrades with, regards to the Day 1, so I'm going to go over that. So, one of the main changes or upgrades is that the SPC has upgraded. The SPC has added a moderate risk for severe weather today in the red areas, okay? Areas in the red are a moderate risk for severe weather today. So, the moderate today encompasses parts of Illinois and northwestern Indiana. And I'm not going to read over the cities here because I don't really have time. Okay, so I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. So anyway, again, there's been a moderate risk upgrade here in parts of Illinois and northwestern Indiana. So anyway, and areas in the orange are an enhanced risk for severe weather today in the orange areas. Okay, the orange areas again enhanced. There have not been any changes with the enhanced risk for severe weather today, so, yeah, so, and areas in the yellow, the slight risk and the marginal risk, the slight risk is in the yellow, and the marginal risk is in the dark green. Both of them remain the same, so, yeah, both the slight and the marginal remain the same, largely, so, there may have been a few tweaks with it, but I don't have time to go over those minor tweaks. Okay, so, yeah. But again, one of the main changes was to add a moderate risk for severe weather in the red for parts of Illinois and northwestern Indiana. Going to today's tornado threat. No major change with the tornado threat. No major change with the tornado threat. Except the SPC has upgraded parts of Illinois and northwestern Indiana into a 15% tornado risk area for today in the red. Alright, areas in the red, also known as parts of Illinois, northwest Indiana. Areas in the red are in a 15% tornado risk area for today. So, areas in the yellow are in a 10% chance of tornadoes today. Alright, 10% chance of tornadoes. And again, the red is the 15% chance of tornadoes in the red. The red is the 15%. And it's not just, and will not just be isolated. There will be several tornadoes today. It will be more than isolated. There will be numerous tornadoes today. So, areas in the yellow again are in a 10% tornado risk area. That remains largely the same, except the northern extent of the 10%. Has been squashed to the south a little bit, the northernmost extent of the 10%. Areas in the brown are in a 5% chance of tornadoes today. Now, one of the main changes was there were two separate areas. There were two separate areas of the brown, which are the 5% tornado risk areas, okay? But as of the midday update, the SPC merged two of the 5% tornado risk areas in the one, so the 5% includes more areas. And areas in the dark green are in a 2% chance of tornadoes today. So now areas in the black dashed area encompasses almost the entirety of the whole tornado risk areas. Okay, the black dashed area is a level 1 of 3 tornado intensity index. The black dashed area is the highest potential for EF2 tornadoes or stronger today in the black dashed area. Okay, highest potential for EF2 or stronger tornadoes. So, if you notice the yellow line area, aka 2 out of 3 intensity, the yellow line area is the highest potential to see violent tornadoes of EF3 rating or stronger today in the yellow line area. Really? So yeah. it's not to say you can't get an EF3 in the, black dashed area. Okay, I said EF2 or higher in the black dashed area, which means there's a potential for EF3 in the black dash 2. But the highest potential for EF3 or higher, the highest potential for EF3 or higher is in the yellow line. So, yeah. So going to the wind for today, the wind threat has remained the same. The 30% wind risk area remains the same. The 15% wind risk remains the same. And the 5% wind risk remains the same. So yeah. And this black dashed area, which again is the highest potential for hurricane force gusts of 74 miles per hour or higher from thunderstorms today, is in the black dashed area. Again, but I'm not saying it can't happen outside of it. I'm not saying the hurricane force thunderstorm gusts can't happen in other areas of the wind risk, but the highest potential for hurricane force thunderstorm gusts are in the black dashed area. So the wind threat remains the same. Otherwise, so no need to go over that. Going to the hail threat for today. The hail threat remains the same pretty much. Alright, the hail threat remains the same for the most part, pretty much. So the 30% hail risk remains the same in the red. The 15% wind risk in the yellow remains the same, and the 5% wind risk in the brown is pretty much the same. So no need to go over that too much. But I do want to say that the highest potential for larger hail, there's still a black dashed area, which is level 1 out of 2 in the hail risk category. Okay? The black dashed area is level 1 of 2, so the black dashed area is the highest potential for hail of 2 inches in diameter or larger today. I'm not saying that can't happen outside that area. I'm not saying it can't happen outside the black dashed area. They're still in the hail risk. There could still be hail up to 2 inches in diameter outside the black dashed, but the black dashed area is that highest potential for 2 inch in diameter hail or larger. And the solid line area over here is the highest potential for giant hail of 3.5 inches in diameter or larger today in the solid line area. So I'm not saying there can't be giant hail of that magnitude in other areas of the. I'm not saying there can't be giant hail of 3.5 inches in diameter or larger. In the black dashed area, I specifically said black dashed area has highest potential for 2 inch in diameter hail or larger. And larger meaning it could get to 3.5 inches in diameter. Just the black dashed area has that potential for, giant hail 3.5 inches in diameter. So, in summary, scattered to numerous severe thunderstorms are expected today and tonight from the southern plains to the southern Great Lakes vicinity. All severe hazards are likely, including the risk for multiple strong to intense tornadoes and very large hail. So that's your day 1 severe weather outlook update. Stay safe in the affected areas today and tonight, no matter what risk you're in, and have a way to be notified for severe weather today and tonight, whether it be your TV, radio, or phone. And I think for the nighttime threat, for the nighttime severe weather, if I were you, I would sleep in your safe spot tonight. On the lowest level of your home to avoid having to move during the night. But again, have a way being notified and stay safe in the affected areas, no matter what risk you're in. And I'll see you in the day 2 severe weather outlook. Take care.